Good morning, and welcome back to 10-Minute English Cafe. It is Sunday, July 19th, 2026. Good morning! Sunday coffee tastes better when nobody is checking how fast I finish it. Then take your time. Before you order another drink, do you choose by taste or by the container? Taste comes first, unless I have to carry it. A glass bottle in my tote makes every step feel risky. That practical answer leads to canned wine. It is no longer just a Gen Z novelty and is drawing wider interest. So we're starting Sunday with portable wine. I can already picture a picnic without the glass clinking. Yes, and the bigger question is how a smaller package can change who considers buying the drink. I like that. The container looks simple, but it can change the whole decision at the shelf. Then Anya Taylor-Joy leads the Apple TV crime thriller Lucky after a major heist fails. One failed job sends a con artist towards both the FBI and a criminal organization. That's a stressful chain reaction. Finally, AI investment may reach laptop prices and some electricity bills. That one lands right on the shopping screen and the monthly bill, so it feels especially close. Here, global news becomes natural, everyday English conversation for listening and shadowing. 10 minutes a day. Subscribe to practice daily. No heavy textbook, just 3 stories we can actually talk about over coffee. Today's keyword is ripple effect. That phrase fits. A choice rarely stays inside one neat little box. Exactly. A ripple effect is when one event creates more effects that spread outward. If I skip lunch, the ripple effect is extra coffee, an emergency snack, and expensive takeout by evening. Our first story is about canned wine no longer being a Gen Z novelty. Its light, portable, single-serving format is drawing wider interest.
That makes sense. One can fits my picnic bag without the weight or worry of a full glass bottle.
That is our first ripple. One package changes the occasion before anyone tastes the wine.
It might even make me stop at a shelf I used to ignore.
Right. Wider interest does not mean shoppers stop questioning the package.
I understand the convenience, but I still hear a tiny voice saying, serious wine should come in glass.
That reaction is part of the story. Packaging can create an impression before quality gets a fair chance.
My snack cupboard knows this problem. A plain package can hide something excellent, and a fancy box can disappoint me.
So you wouldn't reject the can, but you'd still want to know what's inside.
Definitely. Convenience wins the first round, but taste has to win the second.
That's a fair position. Quality-focused can wines do exist, though we shouldn't claim that every can is high quality.
Good. I don't trust any package enough to give the whole category a gold star.
That reconsideration is a ripple effect of the packaging shift. A practical format can change expectations.
It changes the occasion, too. One can suits a quiet balcony better than opening a full bottle.
I like that distinction. The format can make wine feel easier to choose for one person or a casual outing.
But I'm not giving it an automatic environmental halo just because it's lighter.
Nor should we. Packaging has many factors, so we won't name a universal winner.
Then my shopping rule is simple. Notice the convenience, read what I can, and judge the drink after tasting it.
Right. The confirmed change is broader interest, not a precise count of who's buying.
My picnic bag approves. My taste buds are waiting for their own vote.
Our second story is Lucky, an Apple TV crime thriller starring Anya Taylor-Joy. After a multi-million-dollar heist fails, her con artist is hunted by the FBI and a criminal organization.
That is pressure from both directions. I would check the episode count before pressing play, because bedtime is in danger.
The first 2 episodes arrived on July 15th, so viewers can enter the chase with a double episode.
2 episodes are enough for me to say, just one more, then fear my dark hallway.
That is the ripple here. One failed job keeps spreading into new danger.
I can already imagine the pressure in that role. She cannot simply close a bad work email and take a walk.
No, the failed robbery leaves her pursued by the FBI on one side and a criminal organization on the other.
Caught between them, her name feels ironic. Lucky is not lucky at all.
Right. Calling her Lucky only makes that pressure feel sharper.
It would keep me tense through both episodes, with danger coming from opposite directions.
Exactly. The series is based on a novel, and she also serves as an executive producer.
I like knowing the lead helps create the series too. It makes me curious about the character.
That's the human center of this setup. A single failed job keeps creating new pressure and fewer safe directions.
It's like one message sent to the wrong group chat. The mistake keeps traveling.
Your group chat is much safer, but the ripple idea works. The consequence doesn't stop at the original event.
And unlike our canned wine story, this spread is not convenient. It closes choices instead of opening them.
Nice comparison. One ripple broadens an audience, while another traps a character between powerful groups.
That contrast would keep me watching, especially if the story stays focused on how she handles the pressure.
I knew the hallway would return. Just remember the series is on Apple TV and the release date was July 15th.
Noted. I'll bring snacks because that's one ripple effect I can control.
Our final story is about large AI and data center investment, adding another source of pressure to laptop prices and electricity bills in some regions.
That feels close to home, but I do not want to blame AI alone. What else is involved?
The ripple begins as that investment raises demand for chips, memory, power equipment, and electricity.
So pressure may cross several supply chain steps before a laptop reaches my cart?
Yes, supply limits and higher input costs can feed into prices for laptops and other consumer electronics.
That hits close. I keep a laptop until the fan sounds tired, then every replacement price feels personal.
That feeling is common. Still, AI investment is only one source of pressure.
Good, because a price tag is not a clean little receipt with one cause printed at the bottom.
Tariffs, energy prices, and other forces also act, and each effect is uncertain.
So AI demand may add pressure, but it doesn't explain every laptop price by itself.
In some regions, new infrastructure costs and power demand can affect electricity bills.
That limit to some regions matters. My bill and someone else's may not tell the same story.
That's why we need both parts, where the pressure begins and where people may notice it.
At home, I notice when a replacement laptop or monthly bill asks for more room in my budget.
Right. Regional infrastructure conditions change how that pressure reaches customers.
This is like the canned wine package callback, but less cheerful. A change far away can alter a decision at home.
Federal Reserve officials note short-term price pressure and possible future productivity gains.
So the same investment could make some things costlier now and possibly help work become more productive later.
Possibly matters. Future gains are not guaranteed, and their timing is uncertain.
Then I wouldn't panic buy a laptop, but I would compare prices carefully and keep my current one healthy.
Which ripple traveled the farthest for you today?
The AI story, because a data center can feel distant until the effect reaches a laptop screen or an electricity bill.
We saw canned wine reach new shoppers, a failed heist push Lucky into a two-sided chase, and AI investment add price pressure.
3 very different stories, but each showed an effect moving beyond its starting point.
Those are ripple effects, consequences that spread through time or connected systems.
The phrase works for a package, a bad decision, a technology boom, or my skipped lunch.
To help us choose stories you enjoy, pick A, canned wine, B, lucky, or C, AI investment reaching everyday prices?
I choose B, a tense chase, 2 episodes, and snacks sound like a complete Sunday evening plan.
I choose C because it helps explain how distant investment can reach choices people make at home.
Your choice teaches me something. Mine makes me check the hallway.
Both reactions count, and now we would love to hear yours.
Comment A, B, or C. Any language is totally fine, and even an emoji works.
If you enjoyed today's chat, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell to practice again tomorrow.
Take today's phrase with you and notice one ripple effect in your own day.
We will be back tomorrow with 3 more stories. Choose thoughtfully and keep your laptop fan quiet.
See you tomorrow. I'm going home with canned wine curiosity and crime thriller snacks.